you for viewing this presentation from the Tennessee Department of Revenue. This presentation covers how to find helpful information on the Tennessee Department of Revenue's website. This is the Department of Revenue's homepage. As you look at this page, notice that you have information in a menu bar here with drop-down menus, as well as information located on the bottom in tile form. As you scroll down, you'll see more information available on certain topics that may be of interest to you. Let's take a look at the link now for businesses. As you look at this section now for businesses, you'll see there's lots of other information contained on this page. If you look on the left, you will see a menu of items that you can select from to get more information. For instance, on registration and tax requirements, if you click this, you'll be directed to another set of information. It talks about registering a business, how to register your business for taxes in Tennessee, business licenses, and other helpful resources. If you click these links, you'll find even more information that you'll find helpful, such as on the helpful resources for new business, information regarding our taxpayer education program, links to the Internal Revenue Service, and the Tennessee Smart Start Business Guide from the Department of Economic and Community Development. As you navigate back, you can see the other links on the registration page point to some other key factors, such as registering your business. As you click this, you'll be directed to our Tennessee Taxpayer Access Portal, or TNTAP system, which allows you to register for various types of Tennessee taxes. We do encourage electronic registration, as this is the easiest way and most efficient way for us to register your business. Navigating backwards from the TNTAP page, you will see that we have other information here on our registration and tax requirements page, such as compliance information. Also in our For Businesses section, you'll find information on other subjects, as you'll see here in the menu, as well as how to properly close your business. This is very important because if your business is open, we need you to properly close your business for tax purposes whenever you sell or close your business, or you change partners, or any of the other topics that are listed right here. Next, we'll talk about taxpayer education. As we go back to the main page, you'll see there is a special box here for taxpayer education on our website, down in our tiled section. So if you click on taxpayer education, you'll be directed to different topics. Let's talk about each one of these individually. First of all, tax webinars. The Department of Revenue conducts monthly tax webinars to advise the public on general tax topics and also specific tax topics that would be of interest to various groups. As you can see here, as of the date of the recording, we have several different topics in line for which to discuss, and we hope that everyone that wants to attend these will just click on the registration button to input their information to be registered for each of these webinars. We also have a library where we contain our previously recorded webinars, as well as the actual presentation in PDF form is also, so that you can download that and read that at your leisure. Next, let's look at the taxpayer workshops. Taxpayer workshops are previously recorded video presentations on major tax topics. The four major topics that we have in workshop form are sales tax, business tax, franchise and excise tax, and liquor by the drink. As you click on one of these workshops, you'll see that we have these organized in such a way that you could go to certain chapters. If you'd like to do that, you can actually save time and not have to go through the entire presentation in order to get the kind of information that you're looking for. As we navigate backwards and go from taxpayer workshops, let's look at requesting a speaker.
Narrator navigates the taxpayer education page and selects Request a Speaker.
You may be a representative of a particular group that would like to have a speaker come out to talk about revenue-related matters. We hope that you choose to do that by filling out this information, indicate everything that we need to know about there, about the date and time and what you need covered, and someone will get back to you very quickly with information about how we can assist you. The final thing we'll discuss on this page is university seminars. The university seminars are held each summer and fall across the state at various universities. The universities allow us to come and make presentations to tax practitioners and businesses at these universities so that they can get a detailed information about various tax law topics as well as interact with officials from other state agencies. As we navigate back, let's go back to the main page now and take a look at our next topic, which is taxes. Taxes can be reached at this link at the very top, and you'll receive an alphabetical list of taxes for which you can navigate to the particular tax that you would like. Also, you're welcome to click on this taxes box, and you'll see that these are displayed alphabetically as well. So, looking at this list, let's talk about three different main taxes that most people have questions about. Sales and use tax being the number one tax in Tennessee as far as its collections, representing about 60% of the money that the Department of Revenue collects, is right here. We have lots of detailed information on the sales and use tax page, the overview, the description of use tax as well as various topics in the left menu. To look at a couple of different things here as an example, let's look at the local sales tax and single article link. This link displays information such as the description of local tax and allows you to have the opportunity to look up a tax rate via a map or the actual rate listing. You can see all the local rates by clicking on this.
Narrator selects the link titled Look Up Local Tax Rates to show that it is an interactive element.
Or inputting your information into the map.
Narrator selects the link titled Local Sales Tax Rate Map to show that it is an interactive element.
Another link we might look at is publications and other resources. As you look at publications and other resources, you'll be directed to the tax guide and all the other items of information here that are available for you to look at. These are very important pieces of information. The tax guide is a very comprehensive guide to this tax, and we have several tax guides for our various major tax topics for the state of Tennessee. Important notices being another one. You have a listing right here for that, and you can see the other information here listed as well. So as we navigate back, let's take a look at another tax called business tax. Business tax can be found in the alphabetical listing as well. So we click on that, and we're directed here to the business tax section where you can get a general overview. And as you can see, the layout is very similar.
Narrator navigates the website using a layout that has a navigation menu on the left and main content area on the right. Selecting any item in the navigation menu displays the related content in the main content area.
We have all of our information here as well, and want you to go out there and locate that information as you need to assist you on business tax or business licensing questions you may have. Navigating back to franchise and excise tax, another major tax in Tennessee.
Narrator returns to the alphabetical list of all taxes.
Take a look at this information here and see that we have it all laid out basically the same way with lots of information here regarding exemptions, particularly the fonts or family-owned non-corporate entity exemption, as well as some of the other key pieces of information, including the franchise and excise tax guide under publications and other resources. So as we navigate back to the main menu or the main website, we can see that we have some other tools here for you to look at, such as tax resources. Tax resources is a great way to find information that is very detailed. So we mentioned different things like the tax guides that we mentioned before. You'll find these listed here as well. But some other good links would be the Tennessee Code Annotated.
Narrator selects the link titled Tennessee Code and Revenue Rules in the navigation menu to show it is an interactive link.
The important notices that we have, and also yearly legislative summaries.
Narrator selects the link Legislative Summaries.
So when there are changes to tax laws in Tennessee, we put this information out there in easy to understand form. The legislative summaries for 2020, if you click on those, you can see we have these by topic. And if you click this,
Narrator selects sales and use tax within the 2020 Legislative Summary section as an example.
You can see the various changes that were made during that legislative session. As we navigate back, we can find other information such as forms and other things that will be very helpful to you in the tax resources area. Other items of interest include our collections information and compliance information if you're interested in learning more information about that. Next, let's look at Revenue Help. Revenue Help from our main website is located right here with the word questions. If you click on this, you'll be directed to the area that allows you to locate information regarding frequently asked questions, such as the things that are listed here, as well as various information on certain taxes that we have by topic. If you cannot find anything under these general headings, you can just type in a particular topic, such as manufactured homes. By clicking on search, you'll get information to come up regarding our questions and answers that have been determined for manufactured homes. And if you click on each one of these individually, you will find a question and an answer that will fit your needs. Most of the time, this works very well, but obviously, you cannot always find the answer that you're looking for, and you need some individual assistance. So if you go all the way to the bottom of that page, we have a listing here for contact an agent, submit a request. Once you click on submit a request, you go to another page where you can input your information so that someone can respond back to you as soon as possible. Our goal is always to respond back to people within 2 hours whenever possible, noting obviously that at certain key filing times, this is somewhat delayed. As we navigate back,
Narrator returns to the main menu.
We'll go to another area called Revenue News. Revenue News is a way for you to get updated information about what's going on at the Department of Revenue by clicking on the News and Publication link here. And once you go there, you'll see links for our annual report, Revenue Review newsletter, which you can sign up for, as well as some of our other hot topics and other types of signups that we have available there as well. Next, let's look at the 10-tap system. By clicking on this link, you can go to the 10-tap page.
Narrator returns to the main menu and selects the link titled E-File and Pay, labeled with the text 10-tap.
Keep in mind that 10-tap is used for filing and payment of all of Tennessee's taxes, as well as many other types of key information. We have lots of different links on this website. If you're new to 10-tap, you will want to create your 10-tap logon. Certainly, there's other things that you need to do as well. Certainly, if you are starting a new business, the very first stop is to register a new business by clicking on this link to receive your tax account information.
Narrator selects the Register a New Business link in the registration section of the 10-tap page to show it is an interactive element.
We have some helpful FAQs, frequently asked questions, as well as how-to videos that will aid you as well. As we navigate back to the main page, we'd like to thank you for viewing this presentation on the website and encourage you to reach out to us if you have any questions. You can always reach us by the Revenue Help feature. Our toll-free number for assistance is 800-342-1003, or you may call 615-253-0600. Our assistance is available each business day, Monday through Friday, from 8 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. Thanks again for viewing this presentation.